Welcome to Leopard Vision.
In this spooky October edition of Leopard Vision, we take a look at Halloween and homecoming and how it came together this week on campus.
We'll visit the students who are keeping up with the 2020 presidential election.
We will update you on school marching band and FFA programs.
Check in with Leopard football and basketball teams.
Do a little deer hunt and much more.
This is Leopard Vision.
Jackie fam coming at you from quarantine. We are continuing to have our school traditions despite the pandemic, and we would like to say congratulations to our queen, Hallie Harp, and her court of 26 maids. The ladies and their escorts were honored in a ceremony Friday afternoon before the game.
It's been a very fun week. Spirit Week is always my favorite. But it was a little stressful having to do everything and help all the parents, but the parents were a lot of help. My mom especially. And the maids were all super excited this week. It was fun. I loved Gage being my escort because when we were younger and he was my escort, it's like we got to grow up, do it again, so it was very fun. And I don't think I could have had a better escort.
Even though most students this year aren't old enough to vote, they're still keeping up with this 2020 presidential race. We asked young students why they think it's important to vote.
I think voting is important because it is a privilege that not all countries have and something that we're blessed to have here, and your voice really does matter.
I think voting is important because if you want things done, you want your voice to be heard.
Voting is important because it sets up for the future, for the next 4 years.
To me, voting is important because it's a privilege at first, and also if you're not going to vote for your own interest, then who will?
What's up, guys? You know me, Joe Blaze Bush. I'm currently in quarantine, but while I was still at school, me and my amazing friend Javier spoke with junior high principal Mr. Bill Huddleston, and he tells us now about some renovations to the junior high building.
They bought picnic tables, they bought benches to put underneath the canopy all around the school. So we have grass out there now. It looks pretty as it can be for the kids, and the kids enjoy being able to get out of the sun when they go out there at lunch. And we're about to outgrow this building, so part of the old high school that they kept, they are renovating that for us, and they added about a third more square feet to our cafeteria also. So now the kids have a lot more room to eat, and especially now with COVID here, we're able to separate those kids in the cafeteria. They want me to say something about the rock gym here, and I just want to say that it has been renovated. It now has air conditioning, which anybody that's been through this school knows that it's 120 degrees in that gym during pep rallies or during PE. Now they've totally repainted it. It's bright. It's got air conditioning, so that's just another thing we've done with our campus to make it better.
Hi, we spoke with junior high and high school principals on the effects COVID has had on janitor and cafeteria workers. We wanted to show appreciation for all that they do. Here's what they had to say.
All of them have done an excellent job. Our janitors, of course, are making sure everything is wiped down, which is a huge undertaking for them. It's kind of something extra. They always kept it clean, but they're having to do more disinfecting and those types of things, and they're doing a wonderful job. The cafeteria ladies, Miss Atkins and her staff, have done a great job. They bring us breakfast to our high school every morning, so we don't have a full cafeteria at breakfast time. They distribute the breakfast to all our kids. Our kids go to first period. That way we can kind of keep them spread out and do social distancing. So very thankful for the work they put in. They've gone above and beyond.
They've kept a wonderful attitude. They do a good job of being positive with the kids and the teachers. They do a good job of trying to accommodate all people, and they're always smiling, and they seem happy to be here.
Band competitions have been going good, but just how good? We recently spoke with head band director Mr. Chris Richards about the competition.
Let's do this. we would always be. Without you, I feel lost at sea.
Contests this year have been going very well for us. We have done a tremendous job of getting things going in lieu of circumstances. Things that we did not expect to happen this year have happened for us. We got to go to Lake Hamilton last week, and we got ratings 112, which is brand new for us here at the Queen. So we have been very pleased with what's going on, and I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a step in the correct direction. And our big contest is next week here actually in the Queen. So this year, the state has decided to host each contest, region assessment, at their own home stadiums. So every school in the state that's participating will have a set of judges come by and watch their show and give them ratings based off that. Yesterday we had our Region 2 marching assessment here at our own stadium. We actually spent some time practicing before we actually performed, and I think that really helped us out quite a bit. It was hot, but we still did it anyway. We, for the first time, as far as I know, since the 90s or even maybe the 80s, the band earned straight ones, and that is, for the state of Arkansas, that's huge. Okay, because we came in as kind of the underdogs. I mean, over the last couple of years, we've kind of really done some good things here, and the kids have kind of taken on. And this year has happened completely opposite of what we talked about before. We were talking about having a down year and everything since COVID happened, and it's complete opposite. The kids have kind of stepped up, and they've done their part. We've lost 10 more years of life. Yeah. We're 10 years older now because of all the extra stuff we've had to do, but it's okay. But anyway, but we're very proud of them. I mean, their hard work has paid off. I've had many directors come up to me and tell me how much this band has improved. Even me and the director yesterday, Mr. Morgan, came up to me and said this is the best he's heard the Queen. Some big wigs in Texarkana came and talked to me and said, hey, the most improved. If there was an award for that, we definitely get it. So as long as we're seeing progress in some capacity, that's what we want. But we are excited, we're happy, and this is exactly what we needed for the program.
We spoke with FFA instructor Mr. Haney about how well the year's going, how COVID is affecting how the shows are going.
We also spoke with D Queen High School FFA students about how well their show teams are going this year.
Well, it's been pretty fun, you know, doing it over the last few years. Really enjoy the people I've been doing it with, and it's been a lot of fun.
Describe some improvements you can make to better yourself.
We could probably change the feet up just a little bit, do a little more exercising on it.
How do you like showing pigs and goats?
Really enjoy it, you know, it's just something different. It's quite fun.
Describe how you can take care of your goats and pigs.
You just basically feed them, water them, walk them, you know, exercise them, get them trained up.
How do you think this next fair event's going to go?
Hoping it goes pretty good for D Queen. Hoping we do pretty good, win a few showmanship. It's the main thing, you know, we want to win the showmanship, know you're a good showman. Yeah, hope it goes pretty good.
My name is Benjamin Mineski, and I show cattle for D Queen FFA.
Describe your showing experience.
Well, I love going to the shows, hanging out with all my friends, hanging out with my cattle. It's just a fun thing that we've all done.
Describe some improvements you can make to better yourself.
Well, the steer, you know, he needs more body mass. Change the feed, get him eating. He needs more food.
Describe how you can take care of your market steers and heifers.
Well, really, it's really expensive. We got to wash them with all kinds of special soaps. All before the show, we got to groom them, clip all their hair. We use all kinds of sprays, get their hair stiff. That's pretty much the basis of it.
The Leopard football season is starting to wrap up. Despite the challenging year that included lots of adversity, Coach Chester's Leopards have improved each week and are laying the groundwork for the future.
Find ways to fight, find ways to compete. We've got to find ways to make losing, to hate losing more than we love winning. And that's hard to do. And that's something that we've got to come in Monday and continue to fight, not give up, and make it important. And it starts in practice. It starts in practice Mondays, just showing up and competing when the horn blows for period one to start, and keep finding ways to fight and compete. We've got a lot of young kids right now that are competing, a lot of young kids that are willing to fight. We just got to keep building this thing and keep just implementing just small little details and paying attention to detail and keep finding as many small victories as we can. I think we've done that at times, and we've got to continue to find those small victories and carry them over to this next week and just keep competing. Like I've said over and over, we just got to keep learning how to fight, keep learning how to compete and not give up. And for the most part, our kids don't give up. They don't flinch, but we've got to make D-Queen football bigger than ourselves, and we've got to make the program and just bigger than ourselves. It's got to be important to us, and that's something that we're going to do here.
Basketball season is just right around the corner, so we interviewed senior high girls basketball coach Mr. Laney Allen about what this year has to offer.
I'm telling you, if I could have a group of daughters that were like that, I'd be really happy. A lot of great kids, great fun to be around. I think I'm just excited for the competition aspect. Last spring we got cut short in track and different things, and I think I'm ready to see these kids compete again. Boy, they're long and athletic, and just like I said, they're fun to be around. Not a lot of drama, and we've got some new kids that have came out this year that has really helped us out. Really excited about it. Everybody's going to give us their best shot this year. It's been 2 years since we lost a conference game. So, Nashville, always a big rival, especially just being right down the road. And so I'm looking forward to it, though. I feel pretty confident about it. I think we're right where we need to be right now. Just hopefully that we'll come out and perform like we're supposed to.
Hey, Jackie fam here, still in quarantine. Like Jared said, basketball is right around the corner. I went and spoke with Coach Lee about how his athletes are preparing for this year's basketball season.
With this season, there's a little more question, few more things that'll be answered because with COVID, we didn't get to have our normal off season. So, there's a few more things that we're not sure of going in, but still excited to get started and have a new group of guys coming together. We always feel like we can compete. We've got the guys that'll come out, they'll work hard, and they're not going to be satisfied. If we have some success, if we don't have some success, they're still going to be hungry to go out and compete and get better every day. It's a fun group to work with. They're competitive. They all get along with each other really well. And if you come to practice, you'd think they don't like each other, but that's just because they're going out there and competing really hard against each other. And then as soon as they walk out, they're usually buddy-buddy again. So, and those are the kind of groups you like to coach because they're going to give a lot of effort, and then at the end of the day, they still get along really well with each other.
November means fall is here and hunting season opening up all over the states.
We visited with D-Queen High School students about how well their deer season is going this year. We also asked them if they preferred bow or muzzleloader season along with their best memories in the woods.
Hi, I'm Monroe Barnett. I'm a student at D-Queen High School. I like the challenge of it. It's a whole lot harder to kill a deer with a gun, or a whole lot harder to kill a deer with a bow than with a gun. Just easier to kill a deer with a muzzleloader than with a bow. So if you got a buck, 100 yards out, can't kill with a bow, you have your muzzleloader.
How's deer hunting going this year?
Not the best, but they're just not moving how they normally would, and so hopefully that changes soon.
How prepared are you for rifle season?
I'm ready. It's definitely on my calendar.
My name is Kyle Ferguson, and I'm a student here at D-Queen High School, and I hunt and run dogs.
What's your favorite part about hunting/running dogs?
The adrenaline rush of knowing the dogs are on a big buck and I have a chance to kill them.
What's your least favorite part about it?
Waiting in a stand all day, waiting for a deer to show up because I'm very impatient.
What's your favorite memory?
When I went hunting with my dad when I was around 10 in Murfreesboro, I killed a 10 and an 8 point on the same day within 3 minutes of each other.
I'm Stephen Peppers.
What's your favorite thing about deer hunting?
Just the thrill of getting to shoot something. I mean, when I go out there and I slay a giant, there's something about it.
What's your least favorite thing about deer hunting?
Well, last weekend I went deer hunting and I found a real nice little pine tree. I sat on the base of it and sat in an ant pile. That sucked, but just not seeing anything more than anything.
What's your favorite memory about deer hunting?
I'd say my favorite memory when I was about 12 years old and me and my dad were sitting in the baler because we didn't have a stand and we were sitting in my grandma's house in the baler before dark. 3 does walked out. He shot one, the other one took off, he shot that, and the third one just stood there and looked at us. He popped that one too. It was a pretty fun night.
I'm Brock Patterson.
What's your favorite thing about deer season?
Being able to just go out in the woods, be on myself, hunt. It's the thrill of killing a deer.
What's your least favorite thing about deer season?
Definitely having to skin it. Takes forever.
What's your favorite memory about deer season?
Probably the first time I killed a deer. I was like 11. I was in shorts and shot it off my back porch.
Boo, it's Halloween. Halloween has been celebrated over D Queen for many years now. Kindergarten students usually walk around campus and town to show off their costumes, but with COVID, things have changed. The Sevier County Chamber of Commerce stepped in to help by donating Halloween treats to each kindergarten class, and with Spirit Week landing at the same week time as Halloween, it made for a fun week around campus. We hope to see you next month on Leopard Vision.
This is not a test. Let's go!